going to talk this time about a book about a person that has been very much in the media in the last years. Now it has become more quiet around her, NATASCHA. I think even in Spain or France or even in the United States, they know her name right now. It was a girl that has been 3,096 days in prison. Was insane person that took her. I don't know exactly. Arantza, tell us. You read the book.
Yeah, sure.
Tell us a little bit about, just to have an idea again, what it was about. She was on her way to school, or when did they?
Yes, that's right. Yeah, actually, NATASCHA KAMPUSCH was abducted the first day she went to school on her own, which means the other days her mother had all the time driven her to school. So the first day she was on her own, she was kidnapped.
Wow. Well, that's probably then a lot of people will think they have to bring their children to school when they hear these kind of stories.
Absolutely, absolutely. Actually, she was not the first girl to be kidnapped in Austria and Germany. She had seen it on TV a lot of times because she actually watched TV a lot, and she has shortlisted a few names of girls who had been kidnapped before, both in Austria and Germany.
This book, this amazing story, also this amazing story of self-control of this girl, has been translated to many languages, to English as well.
Yes.
But also to French, to Spanish.
Yeah, of course it is. It is available in Spanish too.
And it has been written by her with assistance now. It's,
absolutely, yeah.
Do you think, because then we had, after this case, we had another case, Fritzl.
Joseph Fritzl.
You think it has to do, and in Germany we have as well a lot of cases that have to do with kids kidnapping, robbery, and rape as well, murdering. A lot of cases with kids that really somehow suffer insane adults. It's something that you don't see so much. Feeling I have in Spain. You think it has to do with the kind of education in the Germanic world, or how do you explain that we have the impression that there are more cases in Austria and Germany and these kind of things than probably in Spain or France?
On the grounds of cultural bringing up, and
because you write in your article about this book, you say as well that that she somehow she could survive this tremendous story because of her education.
Well, actually, I think as far as your first question is concerned, I think there have been a few cases in Austria of people being kept in cellars for a long time. So I guess the fact of having a cellar at home somehow favors the action of keeping someone down there. But it's just speculation. I think cellars have been used either for good things and for bad things. I mean, you can always hear stories of the war. I mean, I'm talking about World War II, when people were kept there, but maybe for the good reasons. I mean, cellars are used to keep food, to keep people, and also as anti-bombing places. So yeah, I guess it favors, but saying that people tend, or that Austrian people tend to do that is sort of speculation. And
it's a more individualistic society than probably the southern European society, where people have contact all day, and you could probably not imagine that what happened to the daughters of Fritzl, his family. That probably could not happen in other societies where you have more contact among
I agree.
members.
Yes, I fully agree with that. I mean, the way of living that these people live do not allow them to somehow interact so much as we do in southern countries, other European countries. It's true. I mean, you don't know that much about your neighbors as you do here in Spain or Italy, for example. And I guess it's invasive. And actually, there is a very good example that illustrates what we're saying right now. Wolfgang Priklöpil, I'm talking about the kid Tanaka, lived next door to his relatives. I mean, his cousins lived next door.
Wow.
Yeah, in the house, in the house next door. But they used to travel a lot. So they had a good relationship, and every time they came back from one of their trips all over the world, they knocked at the door and gave him a present or whatever. And he just said, okay, fine, good to see you, thanks so much for that, and just closed the door again. I mean, they didn't have that much relationship, which is strange, which is sort of unthinkable in our countries, in Spain, for example. I mean, they were a close family. Not simply, not acquaintances, or just neighbors. They were, and actually, he took care of their house. He was in charge of the maintenance of their house while they were away.
It's interesting.
And it only stresses the idea that human relationships are not that close in those countries, doesn't it?
The cover of this book, the picture of this girl, it's somehow, she doesn't really look like she really has overcome that story, although she tries to pretend to have a normal life, to go on with her life. Would you recommend young people to read this book? Is it really a book for young people, or can it make you afraid somehow?
Good question. I mean, it's definitely not for kids. I wouldn't recommend it to any kid because the story is horrible. I mean, it's horrid, and we have to bear in mind that first that the abductor. It's a true story. The abductor was crazy. I mean, he was sick, absolutely sick. He presented a lot of symptoms illustrating how sick he was in terms of Oedipus complex and a lot of eating disorders too. And he was absolutely aggressive. And actually, what he wanted to do, what he wanted more than anything in this world was having a slave. And that speaks by itself, doesn't it? And it's definitely not for kids, but of course it is for youngsters.
From 16 years.
Yes. I would advise youngsters to read the book because they have to be realistic, and they have to understand that the world is full with crazy people, sick people. The world is full with crazy people. I mean, not everybody's nice, not everybody's mean. I mean, you have to take your time to know and to analyze the person, the people you come across with, and even at work, even at university, everywhere. I mean, not everybody's nice, not everybody's mean. You know, it's in mind all the time. Yeah, I would definitely advise. Yeah, I would definitely recommend it for youngsters, and of course to adults.
You have read it in French. You think it's a good translation? Your mother tongue is Spanish.
I think the best thing
would be to read it in German.
Because it's Austrian German, and there's a couple of things that they're quite there are quite a few things that I didn't fully understand. I guess in German it would have been much clearer. I guess the translation did not allow that evidence to describe certain situations.
Okay, thank you very much, Arantza. I think it's interesting to get an insight in how someone overcomes such a difficult situation. I think it can be a good example for young people. And we repeat, it's NATASCHA KAMPUSCH, and it's 3096 days she was present. Thank you very much.
Thank you.